Hey, what up, everybody? It's your boy Cheesin', and sorry I haven't done a video in a while. I wanted to do like a couple of videos, but I didn't really have time, so I just thought I would do a really quick recap of what's been going on in Miami Heat Nation the last weekend. So Friday, the Miami Heat dropped the Harlem Shake video. I did a video about that, and at the time it had like 1 million views or something like that, and now I just checked and it has like 30 million views in like 3 days. I mean, that's crazy that it's had that many views. Like, I thought everybody hated the Miami Heat, but 30 million views proves that, people don't hate the Miami Heat anymore. I mean, they are America's team right now, in my opinion. 30 million views in 3 days is crazy. And then, I believe, Friday they played the Memphis Grizzlies, which I thought they were going to lose that game. Like, I thought the streak was going to end there. I was pleasantly surprised that they won that game. It felt like a finals preview, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. And I just really hope that, I don't think it's going to happen, but I really hope Memphis and Miami make it to the finals, because I think those teams really match well against each other versus OKC and Miami, which really doesn't match up at all. I think Miami will completely destroy the Oklahoma City Thunder if they meet in the finals this year. I have no faith in Oklahoma City right now because they're playing terrible, and I think the Spurs are boring as hell, so I don't want to see them make the finals. So Memphis, please try to make the finals this year. But anyways, then they played the New York Knicks, which I was really excited about that game because the Knicks had beaten the Miami Heat twice, so I thought this was a really important game. They need to keep the streak going, and of course LeBron James went down, and I thought he was going to be hurt. And I was like, oh shit, is that like an ACL thing? Like every time an NBA player goes down, I always think it's ACL related. Like when Kevin Durant went down, I was worried about that if he was going to break his ACL, but LeBron James was fine. And then, the interwebs went crazy and saying, see, LeBron James is on steroids. See, he's on steroids because he didn't get hurt, which is really the exact opposite. Like if you're on steroids, actually, you're more injury prone than if you don't take steroids. Which LeBron James, in like 10 years, I think he's only missed like 10 games or something like that. Like he is not on steroids, people. I'm gonna make this official. I know there's a lot of rumors right now, but LeBron James is not on steroids. Like in basketball, I don't think there's a lot of steroids just because I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it'd be prevalent in basketball compared to football and all those other sports. Like I think people who use steroids in basketball are like the lower level people, like that dude from Orlando. Like that one, I can't remember his name, but then there was another guy, what's his name, Rashard Lewis. He got caught using steroids. Like I feel like in basketball, the lower level people use steroids. Like the upper level people, like Kobe, LeBron, D Wade. I mean, they have so much technology that they don't even need to use steroids. Like steroids are like below them. When you're making like millions of dollars, you don't need to use steroids because you have other stuff that's probably just as good as steroids and it's legal. But that's a whole other story. But yeah, I don't think LeBron James is on steroids. I think Dwight Howard might be on steroids because he's always getting hurt. I mean, he's hurt like every week. He's hurt like every day. I'm looking, he's always hurt, and that is one of the signs of steroid use, is that your body breaks down. But yeah, I thought that I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, but I thought that the Knicks Heat game was really good. It was really good. Felt like a playoff game, and I'm glad. I was happy to see that the Heat pulled away. I mean, the Knicks were up by like a lot of points in that game, and I was surprised that the Heat came back. And then yesterday, they played the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, I thought this game was going to be boring as hell, but it was actually a really exciting game because J.J. Barea knocked down Ray Allen, and everybody's talking about, does he deserve the flagrant too? But, he said a lot of stuff after that, too. Like, he called him excuse my French, but he called him a effing pussy. Now, why would J.J. Barea, that's like 5'5", I mean, the people say that he's like 6 foot, but I'm not buying it. Like, the guy had to be like 5'4". He looks like Kevin Hart out there. I don't believe he's 6 feet, but why would you try to go after Ray Allen like that? Well, you can't go after Jesus like that and expect to get away with it. But I don't know. I thought he should have got a flagrant too and got tossed out of the game because he annoys me. He's probably like the most annoying player right now in the NBA. But I thought this was a really good win for the Miami Heat, and they're right now they're up to like 15 wins in a row. And I'm trying to figure out when this streak is going to end. And I've looked at other streaks in the NBA, and I think the top 2 streaks were like 32. Which was done by the Lakers, and like 22 wins, which was done by the Houston Rockets. And when I saw that, I was like, was that when Tracy McGrady was playing? And ironically enough, yeah, that was when he was playing, because I can't remember any other time that the Houston Rockets should have won 22 games, unless it was like in '95 or something. But I don't know. I think that he can win at least 20 games in a row before this streak ends, because they play. Their schedule after this is like Orlando. They play like a little bit like Indiana. And then they play the Indiana Pacers, which I think will probably be their toughest game, as far as the streak. And I think if they can beat the Indiana Pacers, then I think that they probably can go to at least 22, because their schedule gets pretty easy after the Indiana. But I don't know. Tell me, how many wins do you think the Heat are gonna win? Do you think that they're gonna, go to 22? Do you think they're gonna have 33 wins this year? Like it's crazy right now. If they're up to 15, it seems like they haven't won that many games. But subscribe to my channel, like my video. Peace.